Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. We'll be talking about having a Leo Sun and Libra Moon in a natal chart. Now, first off, the basic character, which is the Sun, and in this case being in Leo, can be very flamboyant, gregarious, extravagant, generous, courageous, and attention-seeking. And on an unconscious level, which is the moon, in this case the moon being in Libra, can be relaxed and equitable, diplomatic, sociable, refined, and balanced. And this may give a little bit more, tact and diplomacy to the Leo Sun. And this is, person might, when they respond to things, the moon is about our reactions and responses. So when the person responds to things, it may be done with a little bit more, tact and diplomacy, and being a little bit more careful on how the words may come out. And the thing about this too is the person that has this combination may bring that Leo ferocity and that confidence into something Libra related, which is could be connected with the law, acting, art, arbitration, negotiation, maybe working with scales. I'm getting a little bit flippant there, but that still could apply. Libra is connected with scales, be scale production in some maybe remote or isolated cases. But another thing too, keep in mind the Sun is about our basic wants, and the Leo Sun, wants to shine, get attention, be praised and lauded for their efforts. And now the moon is about our emotional needs, and the Libra moon needs relationships, collaborating with others on projects and endeavors or what have you, things that are aesthetic, that are refined, and they want balance and order, need balance and order, I should say, and also intellectual sociability. And another thing is that the Libra moon may need to bounce ideas off others, and the true self, which is the Sun, in this case the Sun being in Leo, can be very extravagant, extroverted, boastful, confident. Um, and the inner self, which is the moon, and the moon in this case being in Libra, can be charming, tactful, cooperative, and persuasive. This is a combination that could actually be, I'd say, be auspicious for like being a salesperson, because the Leo Sun, the Sun again is our fundamental character, and Leo Sun can be one that knows how to emphasize the positive in things because they can boast about the good qualities of the product. And the Libra moon can be very persuasive, and they're also charming. May not always realize it because the moon is the unconscious side, but it's a good combination to be able to have that kind of position. And it's also this could be person, the Sun in astrology is about our drive and motivation, and this person may be driven and motivated, which is the Sun, to dominate, which is Leo, and may do so in a fair, balanced manner, feeling like being balanced. The moon is about how we feel, and it can be, also, if this is in a sextile aspect, let's say, the Leo Sun is at 4 degrees and the Libra Moon is at 1 degree, it would be a sextile aspect. A sextile aspect, for a few of you may not know, this is 60 degrees in astrology. That's the exact aspect for a sextile. And I use a 10-degree orb if there is at least one personal planet involved. In this case, of course, you have 2 personal planets involved. And it would be more, again, more harmonious, I would say, if there is a sextile aspect between the Leo Sun and Libra Moon. And also, the Sun is about our actions. And the Leo Sun may act with a lot of ferocity, self-assuredness. They may even be a little bit dramatic and actions maybe ones that, that might get a little bit more attention. They might be a little bit louder, so to speak, than the average person. And reactions, which is the moon, in Libra, can be more balanced and also weighing the pros and cons on something before reacting. And being charming, could be. Having a Libra moon can add a little bit more tact and diplomacy to the Leo sun. And also, too, when you look at the sun and the moon astrology, the sun is associated with the biological father and the moon, the mother. Now, somebody with a Leo sun, the biological father may actually be a Leo sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply embody those characteristics. The person having the Libra moon, the mother may be a Libra sun, moon, or ascendant, or embody those traits. And this is about also the perception of these people. So somebody that has their sun in Leo, they may see the biological father could be somebody that was it's very captivating, magnanimous, generous, courageous. Someone has a lot of fortitude, but also domineering and arrogant, perhaps as well. And having a Libra moon, the perception of the mother may be one that's very tactful, diplomatic, refined, peaceful, but yet maybe ambivalent, indecisive, and somebody that may take a while to make up their mind, about a situation, and maybe wanting peace at any cost. And this could be, and the thing about this too is if you have, again, going back to the having the Leo Sun and Libra Moon in the sextile aspect, I would say that would increase the chances of having, the good rapport that would exist between the biological father and mother. But a lot of that, of course, is predicated and dependent on the synastry that exists within their own charts, and that's where a lot of that would can be seen, I would say, more so than just your own aspect you have with the sun and the moon. And also even contraindicators in your own chart. Say if you have say if your moon makes a square or opposition to your Saturn, that can increase the propensity of a divorce or separation between the father and the mother. So anyway, this is naturally, this combination just in general is one, of course, that can be very extroverted and gregarious, because Leo is I would say, is the most extroverted and gregarious of the zodiac signs. In Libra is about intellectual sociability and relationships. They need to have people around them a lot, and they that need that they feel, one thing they often feel like collaborating with others on projects and endeavors. And of course, a lot of this, bouncing ideas off others. The thing about this as well, I mean, of course, you got to look for contraindicators and modifying influences in the chart. Like, let's say, for example, if you have majority of your your planets on the bottom half of the chart, that could make a difference as well. You may be more introverted than the typical Leo Sun Libra Moon combination. Or let's say if your ascendant is in a feminine sign, an introverted sign, which would be a water or earth sign, and you would be a little bit more shy, I would say, than the typical and introverted, than the typical Leo Sun Libra Moon combination. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.